Well, it's that time of the week again for Freddy's Power Rankings, and I'm happy to say the man himself is sitting alongside me in Tracy's studio today.
How can you say again? Like, we haven't been here. It feels like
a while.
A long time. I've lost all the power. It's like my power pellets are gone.
Oh, no.
Where's Tracy been?
Well, where have you been? That's been the big question. Just winning a State of Origin series and having a bit of a break. A well-earned one at that, Brad. Let's get stuck into it.
Righto.
Your power rankings. Let's go with teams before players today. And going from number 10, the Newcastle Knights. They stay right where they were the last time we did this. In ninth position, though, the Warriors. They've slipped, and rightfully so, perhaps. Although they did notch a good win over the Broncos in recent times. They've come down from 6th spot. But moving up into the 10 and into 8th position, the West Tigers. They are the giant killers of the competition, and that was no different against the Bunnies on Saturday, Brad. Well,
they're putting all the pressure on the top 8, and they're keeping all the top 8 honest. A couple of weeks ago, I think everyone had the 8 sewn and finished, but no, they're doing a fantastic job. They actually finished the game with 3 blokes knocked down. It was quite incredible what they put themselves through to win this game, and you just see what morale does to a team. And you know, Robbie going back and Benji's played the last couple of weeks. They've just got this nice little mojo going about them. A lot's based on just that being gritty and resilient, and that's what won in the game against South Sydney. So they're the team everyone's watching. Still 6 weeks to go. Anything can happen. Yeah, 2 wins outside of the top 8 at the moment. Let's continue up the rankings. The next team above them, the Panthers. They have slipped, though, from 3rd to 7th. That's on the back of 4 losses in their last 5 games. Just above them, though, a team promoted by Bradley to 6th from 8th. The Broncos, and boy, weren't they impressive against those Panthers last week. Yeah, this is a team, but you just never know. Have a look at Tavita Pangai. He's had a couple of weeks on the sideline, and he's absolutely brilliant. Look how strong he is. 4 Panthers all around him, and just plants the ball down. And then all these little fellas as well, Nicarima, Milford, you know, just doing what they can do. So they're fantastic, the Broncos, when they're playing good. I love watching the Broncos, especially up at Suncorp. It's just it's a good pitch for them. So hopefully, but you never know. They got flogged the week before, so you don't know with the Broncos. I don't know why I put them up there, but I just hope that we keep seeing that good team because it brings people to the game. Comfortably in the 8 now. So too is this team, though, sitting in 5th spot in the power rankings for Bradley. They may have slipped from 2nd to 5th. The Dragons, though, are right there ahead of a huge match against the Roosters. They're on the cusp of one way or another. Oh, look out. One way. And above them in 4th spot, the Cronulla Sharks. A win over the Canberra Raiders has got them up from 7th. A little further up, the Rabbitohs. They've slipped from 1st to 3rd after their first loss in 10 matches. Yes, 9 on the trot before that loss to the Tigers. Promoted, though, this week to 2nd spot, the Roosters from 4th. And that leaves only one team and one team only to be in number 1. From spot number 5, the Melbourne Storm, getting the job done 12-6 over the Warriors, Bradley. Yeah, they're absolutely brilliant. Pretty tough game for the Storm over there. There's always talk about how the Warriors do so well against Melbourne. And you go over there, they haven't been in the best of form, but they've been winning. And a lot's had to do with Cameron Smith during the whole Origin period. And, you know, and Craig Bellamy talks about, not so much on the field, but just at training and keeping their sessions at a high standard. So they've done a great job through this whole period. So it's hard to deny them the top position at the moment, the Melbourne Storm. Yeah, looking very good. 7 straight wins. Are they your premiership favourite? Ooh. I think I said the Rabbitohs 2 weeks ago. You're allowed to change. It shows how open it is. It's changing. It's changing. Yeah. The Roosters were fantastic. They're starting to get what they should look like. You know, their front rows are being dominant in the middle. So the Roosters are looking as good as any. And the Sharks, I think, you know, not many people sort of talking about the Sharks at the moment. All right, let's get to your individual power rankings for players. Here we go. Starting in 10th spot, he was good verbally and physically on the weekend. Sam Burgess stays in 10th spot, or at least gets himself in there. Tavita Pangai Jr., the man above him. Of course, he's verbal as well. His verbal was good. Gave it to Robbie. Yeah, it was loud. It was very entertaining. We all heard it. And no one can understand him, though. That's the lucky thing. Big Summy. Tavita Pangai, how good was he? All the muscle. Fantastic in his comeback from injury for the Broncos against the Panthers. But let's focus on the man in the number 8 spot. India top 10. Matt Duffy with the number 1 and he's back for the Dragons. How good. Speed. Yeah, the number 9 and 10's all muscle and strength, but Matt Duffy's all speed. The try where he just took on Thursday, I think he beat him twice. Look at that bang off the right foot. That is so sharp to be able to catch the ball at that speed, then to have the balance to be able to pull that off, and then there he goes on the left-hand side as well. You can see he favours his left foot a bit when he comes to fullbacks, but you know, you not only got to stop him, you got to be able to hold him. He's just like a little rabbit. And once again, just dominating. Crossfield, he loves it. It's been absolutely brilliant for the Dragons. And I think when they lost Josh Dugan, they thought there was going to be a real hole there, but he has filled it.
So Matt Duffy sitting in 8th on Freddy's player power rankings. Who's in number 7 spot? Let's have a look. It's that man Valentine Holmes. Another fullback at the moment. Or is he? That's always
grief.
a big point of debate. Well, Val's calling.
You're an Origin.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Yeah.
My God.
Knows how to score an Origin try. The man above him, how good was he in both his comeback matches for the Newcastle Knights? Back-to-back wins. No surprise, Mitchell Pearce, like he never left. 3 months out. Look at him.
They call him Junior, but he's without doubt, he is the senior member of the Knights team. Since he's been back, a whole different challenge for the opposition. Just gives them organisation. His kicking game's been fantastic. And he looks pretty good as well. Just ask him.
You know, someone else you could ask and you'll get that question, that answer too. Your man in number 5 spot, Joey's favourite, Jack DeBellin.
He's been a constant.
He is a constant. He hasn't moved from number 5 spot. You're just keeping him in there out of pure principle. Blake Ferguson, the man above him in 4th spot in Freddy's power rankings. But number 3, the Ferrari, well and truly out of the garage. Latrell Mitchell in full flight against the Manly Seagulls for the Roosters.
I went for 2 outside backs of the Roosters. They scored 50 points and they were absolutely brilliant. Latrell Mitchell showing his strength here. The left foot step where he steps actually 2 blokes on the inside and takes the ball around underneath the post. But the highlight for me was his goal kicking. Now, he seems to be at the moment a bit of a part-time kicker. When he's got kicks from out wide, I'm sitting there watching, you know, not overly confident, but know he's got the ability to strike them well. I think he just missed 1 goal and the majority of them were all out from the sideline, and that shows a different level of focus. Now, if Latrell Mitchell can put himself into that sort of mode, then you know what? Sky's the limit for this young lad. He's quite a talent. He's obviously got all the genetics and the size and the strength and the power, and then if you can add the focus and to be able to line goal kicks like that and be consistent, wow. Pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. He was on fire at Brookie on Sunday afternoon. And let's wrap things up with number 2 and 1 in Freddy's player power rankings. Andrew Fafita's made a big move from 8th to 2nd. And number 1, well, his team was there too. And rightfully so. He's jumped from 10th to top spot.
What would his highlights be, Cameron's? Passing.
Yeah, that's it. They're kind of boring highlights, aren't they? But they do what they need to do.
Good.
He's good. He's going very well.
Good.
And what about them?
Very good.
Unbeaten through the Origin period for the first ever time. No surprise, he was there the whole time, Brad.
Yeah, just the standard of training just would have been up. His passing game just would put so much polish onto training and obviously in the game. So that's why they're just so hard to beat the Melbourne Storm.
Nice to be back.
So hard.
Good stuff.
Good to be back.
Yeah,
Thanks, Trace.
half a dozen rounds to go. Looking good, Freddo. Thank you, Brad.
Good.
They are
James.
Freddy's power rankings for both the players and the teams after 19 rounds of the competition.